though. Got the Hennessy, man, I'm doing me. Got the Mary Jane in the cut though. I light it here and I light it there, cause I don't really give a fuck though. I'm a hustler, got customers, like can I take your order? What up though? Man, it's TONYPAPI, aka Thank You God For Real. And this is the What Up Though show. This is episode 1. And today's story is going to be about how I transitioned from being Islam to Christianity. And I want to talk about this because it's near and dear to my heart. And a lot of people always ask me, how did that happen? You know what I'm saying? Usually it's the other way around. People go from Christianity to the Islam, So it's a long story. And with these stories, I won't name any people's names, you know what I'm saying? I won't. So if the story sounds familiar to you, you know what I'm saying? I'll protect people's privacies and stuff like that. So I'm not going to mention nobody's names. So we're going to take it back to 2011. All right. So it was one of those days, man, like I was going to school, you know what I'm saying? And I waited till my dad left and I doubled back, you know what I'm saying? And I stayed at home because I really didn't want to go to school that day. So, it was one of those times. But I actually had, another plan. I actually had plans to skip school with this girl. Like, it was my crush. Like, I had a crush on this girl so bad. And, like, we had both planned to skip school, you know what I'm saying? So we can meet up, you know what I'm saying? And she can come over to my crib or whatever. Fast forward, I stayed home and I was expecting for her to, come over. By the time I realized that school's starting, I'm texting. I'm like, yeah, what's up? What's going on? She's like, oh, I'm here at school. She went to school, you know what I'm saying? So she didn't even go through with the plan. So all day I'm at home. I'm just like doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm just home. All that day I'm just home. I'm eating, I'm cooking, the regular stuff that a kid would do when they, home alone. Back at this time, I used to be,
It's the regular work up so the canines don't smell.
Back at this time, the marijuana was not legal like how it is today. It was no dispensaries around. So it was like, if you knew, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you knew somebody, you knew somebody. If you didn't, you didn't. So school day went by, I missed the school. So I get a call from, an associate of mine, and they were like, hey, we trying to buy some weed. It's about 12 of us. We each got $10. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let me know where y'all gonna be at. I'm gonna be right there. So he's like, yeah, we gonna be at my apartment. Just let me know, you know what I'm saying? Back at this time, like, we was in high school, you know what I'm saying? This dude, he had his own apartment, like, it was fully furnished, like, he was doing it up back in, like, high school, you know what I'm saying? So everybody would come over to his house to, like, have fun, you know what I'm saying, after school, to let out, you know what I'm saying, let their hair down and, relieve stress before they had to go back to their houses and stuff like that. I get the call. He's like, 12 people. They got $10 each. So I'm like, yeah, I'm about to go get this 120. You hear me? So I missed school all day, and I got that call, so I went running to that 120. So when I got there, guess who's there? The girl. She's one of the 12 people that was there. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, oh, well, hey, what's up? But me, I'm super player, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna bring it up like, oh, what happened, shawty, da-da-da. We talked about that already, you know what I'm saying? It's not, you don't gotta talk too much. We talked about that already. So I played it cool. I'm like, oh, what's up, miss? I came there to do what I was doing, conduct my business, do what I had to do, get up out of there. Everybody watching me, watching them, all flashing ain't my thing, you know what I'm saying? So, I just did my thing. I tried to get up out of there, so I made the money, got the money. As I'm about to leave, she says, "Hey, do you wanna smoke? We about to all roll up and match. Match is when if you don't know, it's when a group of people come together and everybody roll their individual weeds and they exchange the weed with each other and they just share it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a party atmosphere. So everybody's matching, if you will. So basically, she like, yeah, Tony, you want to smoke with me? So, man, she got my nose wide open, man. I'm googly-eyed, man. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll smoke with you. I didn't really even smoke like that because, I was going by the Tony Montana rule. Don't get high off your own supply types, living off that type time. So basically, I gave in. I was like, yeah, I'll smoke with you. But everybody, we transitioned from the house onto the balcony, right? So we on the balcony. I'm standing up on the balcony. My back is against the balcony rail. It's about 12 everybody. They're sitting against the brick wall of the balcony. They're all sitting up against there. And I'm watching everybody roll up their J. So I'm just watching everybody do their thing. So next thing I know, I hear lighters flicking. Everybody flicking the lighter. Everybody start to light their weed up. I'm in a rotation now. Everybody passing their weed around. I get a J from this side. It was one guy that was there that I did not know out of the people that was there. And the one person that I didn't know that was there, I grabbed his J and I took 2 puffs of that drink. I blew it out. I gave it back to him. Instantly, I was like, spitting that shit out. I was like, what the fuck is this, bruh? This is not my weed. I know my weed not tasting like this. This can't be my weed. He's like, yo, my bad, bro. I forgot to tell you. I don't smoke weed. I'm on papers. That's K2. Once he said that's K2, bruh, I had my hands like balled up like this, but it wasn't like, I was just like, I don't know what took over me. Like, I was feeling angry at the moment, but it was like something just like I couldn't get angry. Like, it wasn't a feeling of angry. It was more for a slight confusion. And only thing I remember doing was turning my back to everybody, and I was standing over the balcony. I was just looking down over the balcony. I was just breathing. I remember looking up at the sun, looking down, and I remember turning back around. And when I turned it back around, I promise, I was outside of my body looking at myself. Like, my spirit and my soul was outside of my body and it was looking at myself speak to these people. I was swaying, like I'm watching my body sway back and forth, like, and I'm watching myself talk to these people, and I remember like feeling nothing. Like, it was peaceful, it was calm, like it was like I didn't feel angry, I didn't feel happy, sad, nothing. I was just sitting there and I was just like really interested, like it was like almost I couldn't believe I was looking at myself talk to these people. And I was just sitting there and I was just really just watching myself talk, and I was swaying, and I remembered saying to these people, like, you guys not my real friends. Y'all don't really fuck with me. Y'all just want me because I sell the weed. Y'all just fuck with me because I sell the weed and I be having the weed and shit. Y'all really don't fuck with me like that. Y'all ain't my real friends. Y'all ain't my real friends. And they all looking at me while I'm saying this shit. And they like, huh, Tony, what's wrong with you? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? We having a good time. What's up with you? What's up with you? The only thing I remember was I looked back up at the sun. I looked back down. And I looked up. And I was back inside my body. And I was just like, whoa, like I felt like instantly sick in my stomach. Like, it was a different type of sick that I never felt in my life. So I like stumbled through everybody, and I went through the balcony, through the door, and I tried to make it to the front door to leave, but I couldn't. Like, I just felt like braced all over my body. I sat on the person's couch that I was at, and I remember I just like threw up everywhere. I'm talking like The Exorcist, like everywhere, throw up everywhere, man. And the girl came, one of the girls came in and was like, Tony, oh my God, what the fuck, you throwing up? Like, what the fuck is going on, da-da-da. And I was just like, my bad, like, I'm sorry, I'm sick, I don't feel good. And she's just like, Tony, don't even worry about it, just like, can you just like get your stuff and can you just leave? Like, just don't come back. Like, don't worry about it. I'll clean it up. And I was like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sorry. I'll leave. I ended up leaving and shit. So, man, I don't even remember how I even made it back to around my way. You know what I'm saying? I remember walking, but I don't remember even the journey to get back from there. Only thing I know, I remember going home and I was just telling my pops about the situation. And he was just like, he didn't really have any much words. He didn't have any much stuff to say. So I ended up calling 2 of my friends. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell them y'all names or nothing. But I remember calling 2 of my friends, man. They laughed me out, bro. They did not believe me. Man, they was like, man, that did not happen, man. They swore up and down I was lying. So I was just like, I ended the call on them. And I ain't tell nobody else for a while about this story. Because I was just like, I ain't want nobody to think I was crazy or think I didn't believe me about something like that. So all week I'm fighting about it. So one day I was just like, I'm not sure if my pops asked me if I wanted to go to church or if I told him I wanted to go to church. Because I know my pops is, you know, all about church. He God-fearing, so he go to church. So I'm not sure if he asked me or if I asked him if I wanted to go. And I probably asked him if I wanted to go because I was Muslim at the time. So he wouldn't have asked me if I wanted to go to church knowing that I was practicing Islam. Fast forward, that Sunday, I remember, like, I didn't want to go. My pops, he was driving to church, taking my little sister with him. Excuse me. I remember sleeping in or something like that. So, man, they left him with the church. So, man, I was like, something told me, man, get up and go. So, man, I got up. I jumped up, man. You know, I jumped up, did what I had to do, get ready. And I caught the bus to church, man. I really just got dressed and just caught the bus to church and did what I had to do. I made it on time to the service and everything. Everything happens for a reason, and I'm a strong believer of that. Because I had a jacket on, something similar like this, but it was like an army fatigue. And as soon as I stepped into the church doors, the preacher was preaching, and he said these exact words: I don't know who need to hear this, but this is for a soldier. It's a soldier out there that need to hear this message. And man, when I tell you I was coming in the church doors with an army fatigue jacket and an army fatigue pants, as he was saying that, I'm talking about I had to walk past the whole church to get to where my pops and my sister was sitting. I had to walk past the whole church, so the whole church is seeing me. And as this dude is saying this, I'm feeling my whole body just sweating. The moment I walked in that church, like, my whole body's just sweating, man. I'm talking about dripping water, man. So I get to my pops and my sister. I sit down next to them. I'm talking about every word of that sermon that was spoke that day hit me right here, right in my heart, man. I'm talking about every word, every word. I felt it, man. I'm getting hotter and hotter. Every word, every word he's saying, I'm getting hotter and hotter. I'm sweating bullets in there. So it comes down to the end, you know, who wants to give their life to God? Who give their life to Jesus? So my pops told me this. He was like, son, come on, son, give your life to God. Give your life to Jesus. I'll walk you up there. He goes to grab my hand. He said my body felt stone, and a voice came out of me that he never heard. It was a deep voice that said, I'll go when I'm ready. He said, I'll go when I'm ready. And it scared my pops. My pops jumped back. He was like, whoa. It scared him. And he was just like shocked. Like, he didn't know what to do. So he just, you know, he didn't touch me no more. And I just stood there, you know what I'm saying? I don't even remember saying that. That's the thing. Like, when he told me that, like, when we left the church and he told me, like, that's what happened, I don't even remember that happening. So fast forward, the next Sunday, I didn't give my life up that Sunday. So fast forward, I came to the following Sunday. The same thing happened again. I'm talking about as soon as I stepped in the church, like, every word that I heard was, like, meant for me. Like, it was, like, tailored for my life, man. So same thing happened, man. I'm getting super sweaty, man. Every word felt like it was for me in my life. When it was time to do that altar call, man, I glided up there, man. Like, it wasn't even me, man. It was just, I don't know, it just took over me. It just felt like that was just needed of me. Like, yeah, that's all I'm gonna give y'all right now. Part 2 of this will coming next, because it's been a whole journey after that from that point. So yeah, man, that's story time with me, how I, you know, transitioned from Islam to Christianity. What up, though? It's TONYPAPI, aka Thank You God For Real. Like, comment, subscribe.
I'm
in this bitch like, what up, though? Pride came through the front, though. Got the Hennessy, man, I'm doing me. Got the Mary Jane in the cut, though.